Hi, BrownSugarGlamour. Thank you for your question. In your situation, this bank teller may have a pretty good idea that you are being affected by the fact that he tends to spend quite a bit of time looking at you, making eye contact for far, way longer than is necessary when you are coming through the drive-through. There's a good chance that he's aware that this is affecting you in some way, even though you've tried to act as though standoffish. There's a good chance he does know. Now, the fact that he's noticed when you don't even go through the drive-through is a strong indication that he's aware of who you are, and to some extent he's waiting for you to show up. Not necessarily waiting for you all day. It's not like he comes to work and he's thinking, oh, BrownSugarGlamour is going to show up today through the drive-thru at the bank. I'm going to make sure I'm going to be there and I can stare her down. Not necessarily that. It's just that in the back of his mind, he's probably relatively aware that you're going to show up at some point. And he probably does this with quite a few women that go through the drive-thru. So it's important not to take too much, not to look at this as, oh my goodness, I think he really, really likes me. And I know that you're wondering whether it's just good customer service on his part that he stares at you, makes this kind of eye contact for far way longer than is necessary, or whether he's actually liking you. But in this case, it's neither. He's not necessarily giving you good customer service because he, in essence, knows what he's doing. He knows that by doing this, it makes you standoffish. It makes you start wondering, does he like me? But at the same time, he is not necessarily doing anything beyond that. He is not necessarily trying to have a real conversation with you, trying to figure out who you are. Being that he's aware of who you are, being that when you've come through in the past and you haven't gone through the drive-thru, he's known, oh wow, you didn't go through the drive-thru, so he's familiar with who you are. At this point, he should have, if he truly was interested in you, he should have started some conversations going with you. Because normally when a guy truly likes a woman, after a while, he's not even after a while, quite soon he wants to get to know her. So if you're someone that he's familiar with at the bank who comes through the drive-thru quite often, or at least every so often, then if he truly does like you, at some point he's going to start throwing in hints about, he's going to try to make conversation. He's going to try to find out more about you. He's going to try to find out what you like, what you don't like. He's going to try to find out what your routine is on your day whenever you're out and about. Probably even try to find out what you do for a living, etc. So he's going to start trying to find ways to figure out if he can relate to you in some way, if he has any commonalities with you. This is typically what a guy who truly does like you will do, especially a guy who is aware of you, who knows that you come through the bank drive-thru quite often, to the point where he knows when you're actually not going through the drive-thru. So it's one of those things where I know that the constant eye contact, it's long, it's lingering, and you're just like, what is going on with this guy? And I know you did say that he's very attractive, but you have to be very careful with the stories that you start putting in your mind because of how he's looking at you. It does seem as though this is the kind of guy who doesn't just do this with you, but he also does it with other women who go through the drive-thru that he may find attractive. Yes, he may find you attractive. There's a good chance that he does, which is why he keeps looking at you in the way he does. But finding you attractive and actually being interested in getting to know you and maybe go out with you are two totally different things. So it's best not to get yourself caught up in this guy, because what you could do is end up wrapping yourself up in liking this guy so much that you just start behaving in a way that could put you in a position where he could take advantage of you. So if this is a guy who truly did like you, he would try to get to know you. That's often how you know that he likes you. So as far as whether this is good customer service or whether he likes you, like I said earlier, it's neither one, because he should not be looking at his customers like that. And he doesn't truly like you enough, at least, to want to get to know you. So it may be best not to get wrapped up in what this guy is doing and just mind your own business. If he truly does like you, then he's going to make that next move. That's on him. Otherwise, you should move forward.